So he went up there, took some clothes with him, a bag, some food and some water, crossed the border and went in Greece without knowing a single word of Greek. Sometimes it's unbelievable that some people can really do that. And my uncle was not the only one. There were like thousands of Albanians doing that.
La culture, ça fait partie de moi. Et pour moi, être albanais, c'est une fierté. Bien sûr que ça te manque, mais bon, c'est la vie. Quand tu ne peux pas vivre ici, tu dois quitter l'Albanie, quoi. Ça serait impossible d'imaginer un futur ici, vu qu'il n'y a pas à quoi vivre. Tu ne peux pas vivre avec 300 € dans le mois. Donc c'est impossible.
Is good. Besoj se është mirë, sepse nuk është mirë për Shqipërinë, sepse gjithë të rinjt po largohen, por që është mirë për të ardhmen tonë, sepse në Shqipëri nuk është se e gjejmë shumë veten këtu. Besoj se së shpejti, as soon as I will leave, I will go from this country. Maybe 2 months, yeah. I have my plans to go in Greece for... Dua të shkoj në Greqi për pushime dhe të punoj ande, më pas kam menduar të shkoj në Amerikë, USA.
Because the fall of communism happened in 92, so people then, of course, found a way out of the country, a country that they have been isolated in for at least 45, 50 years. Which is a very long time, if you ask me, and there were generations that were born into this dictatorial system and that they couldn't get out of it. In the US, I don't see that relationship between children and parents the same way that we have it here. It's because of the communism, it got amplified, because people would live all together, share the same problems, share the same food, the same shelter. There were cases that 10 people would live in a small house. So I think that ties the relations that you have with your family.
There are difficulties even with the civil society, because when we try to break that mentality of the past, which have been too harsh, like worse than Stalinism, because we had this dictatorship for over 50 years, and even before that we had no democracy at all. We were occupied by fascists and Nazis. During the World War II, we were occupied by Ottoman Empire. We were occupied by Roman Empire, and you know, we were never free. Through all the history, there is created a hard mentality of not loving the change. So this moment when Albanians were forced by the economical crisis and political crisis to demolish the communist regime, they were unable to create a solid and a strong democracy system. And this infinite transition, which is still going after 33 years.
So it was a very hard situation to be in. Things were very difficult, economically, of course, socially as well. Nowhere to go. The only place you could go was your home and stay there, and even going out to the balcony to, I don't know, just have a coffee, it was dangerous. So these are all contributing factors that made Albanian people want to leave the country ASAP, and this is also a reason that they still want to today, because they don't feel safe here and they don't feel like they have a future.
Most of the students have given up in their dreams and building their future here and resisting until things get better.
There is a huge brain drain going on right now in Albania. Especially young people and students want to leave the country all of the time. Like, we have statistics that show that 80% of young people want to leave. And these are also people that have finished education, have finished university, etc. So they apply for university and study nursery, which in turn gives them the possibility to leave Albania for Germany, Italy, the UK, etc., and get employed over there. We have statistics that show that in these study programs in universities have specific quotas, and it is very difficult to fill these quotas, but the nursery study program has 93% of the quotas filled. So this is showing that Albanian young people want to study this program just so they can have a sort of passport to leave Albania and to go to Germany mostly. We had a fund before that supported excellent students in Albania to go with a full scholarship outside of Albania and study, and only 5% of them returned back. So this is a major indicator of how much Albanian students, and the good ones, the smart ones, the intelligent ones, want to leave the country and find their future in somewhere else.
This is creating a big gap because there are no schools anymore in the countryside, no hospitals anymore, because the government is not funding them, because they are not important, because there are only 2 or 3 people, and so on and so on. And this is creating this whole chaos.
Most people here, even friends that I have that have told me about this, are afraid to leave because of losing ties with their family. They cannot do without them. It's because of this dependency we have on one another. It's a very important connection for us, and it's one of our main values. There are a lot of Albanians living illegally for European countries. In the UK we have a problem right now because Albanian people live with these small boats, and this is a very alarming problem that I think that our country needs to solve. And this hurts these family relations directly, because if you go illegally somewhere and these numbers are high, it's not like there are only 200 people, it's thousands over there, you can't see your family anymore.
Every country has its own dark moments, but we have been facing many problems, and most of the students have given up. I think there will be few students who will lead the way, so at least they will create a model to be followed by other students, and this model should succeed, not just for us to have a better future in this country individually, but to create this model for the other students that will come, and so they will have something to believe for the sake of the country and for the sake of this society.